Good morning, dear student. Today we will discuss introduction of algorithm design and analysis. This is the subject. Its name is short name is DA. Okay. That means before starting this subject and before starting this introduction of DA, that means designing an algorithm and analysis of algorithm. uh, I will tell you uh, it, when we have to start a computer and working with the computer or fetching something in a computer, then what we think a common man, that means who does not know about the computer programming computers, then he will know, he will understood that means computer can do anything. Okay, computer do anything and everything. Okay, and it is very difficult to make people understand that it is not really the computer. Okay, it's not really done by the computer, but but the man behind the computer who does the whole things. Okay, because of that, somebody who doesn't know about the computer to computer according to programming, according to algorithm analysis and all things, then he understand computer done everything. Okay, he doesn't know the computer a man does whole things. Okay, that means in the modern world the man feel just by doing what he wants to switch into computer. uh, he can get information as desired by the him, and he believed that, and he believed the computer does this. Man rarely understand or that a man Caesar, that is called search, which he wants at a time. Okay, so all these things we will discuss about the algorithms and how to design and how to analyze. And after designing and analyzing algorithm, he will use a good programming. So we are discussing here some starting the algorithm. I will discuss you why study this subject, that means algorithm design and analysis. Okay, so start this topic, why is this subject. Okay, because of that, write a algorithm is efficient. That means we have to write efficient algorithm. That means we have efficient a program. And a second point, uh, efficient programs sell better in the market. Okay, if your programming is efficient, that means your algorithm is efficient, then program is efficient. If program is efficient, then we will sell better in market. Okay, and after that, according to efficiency and oh sorry because according to efficient, the efficient program make better use of hardwares. Because of that, we know about the computer, hardwares are uh, running upon the programs, and the efficient programs make better use of your hardware. Okay, and after that, the programmers who write a efficient program to be preferred a good and efficient algorithms. So these type of discussion in this subject about the algorithms and its analysis, and according to analyze good algorithm, we will get in future good program. So this is the topic according to why we have to study this subject. And What is the objective of this subject? I think to gain the experience in the fundamental technique used for the algorithm to analyze designs and designs of efficiency of the algorithms and main methodological discussion about the algorithm. So here, right, to gain experience in the fundamental techniques used for algorithm analysis and main methodology used for the design efficient algorithm. And the second point, really the most important computer algorithm of current practical use. Okay, these are the some objectives of the this subject. Okay, after that I will discuss uh, after this subject what we benefit. That means if a student can study this subject, then what is the benefit about this subject. So first of all, in future we will discuss about complexity of the algorithm. So first point is that the time and space complexity of a simple algorithm or a complex algorithm XYZ, and we have discussed some notation about the algorithm that is called big O, omega, theta notations, that they asymptotic upper lower bounds and time and space complexity of the algorithm. Okay, because of that we have using here some notation like omega, theta. These are the notation to discuss about the complexity of the algorithm. So in future we will study about this, what is this type of notation to say, like asymptotic notations, we will say. So we will discuss in further next video lecture. So here we will discuss just theoretical points. So we recognize the difference between the mathematical and empirical analysis of algorithm. That means we have also here recognized difference between the mathematical modeling and empirical analysis of an algorithm, and difference between the deterministic and the randomized algorithm. Randomized algorithm and deterministic algorithm both are discussed and at the end of this course. And after that we have discussed here and reduce the recursion relation that describe the time complexity of recursively defined algorithms and work out other practical general solution. Okay, and some other points we will discuss, we will benefit after this studying this subject. That means next point is practice the main algorithm design and strategy about the brute force. I will tell you after 2-3 minutes ago we will discuss about the brute force, divide and conquer method. What is the divide and conquer method, also discussed by me. And greedy approach, what is the greedy approach to apply in algorithms. What is the dynamic programming uh, about the algorithm. What is the backtracking, and what is the branch and bound method to implement. Example in each topics we will cover in next video and further videos. So we have to implement the most common sorting and searching techniques here, about the searching technique algorithms and complexity, and reduce the complexity. What type of sorting and what type of searching we have to for fast or any complex values and other things. So we will solve the problem using some fundamental graphical algorithms, including like DFS, that means depth first search, BFS, then and many others technique to use in this that means we have to find the spanning tree. That means we have using minimum spanning tree in your net and other things. And we deduce the recursion relation and describe and complexity and another things. Okay, so these after we have studying this type of subject, we will discuss many type of after studying this subject we have find many type of benefits to about the your uh, algorithm analysis and all things. So next we will discuss why study algorithms. Okay, because of that, two major thing to discuss about the algorithm. One thing is that increasing the speed. That means that means if your algorithm is good and its complexity is minimum, that means it have the best case to analyze anything, then processing is increased, and is after increasing the process, increase the speed and find the output in a lesser time. Okay, and the second point is performance improvement. Uh, in first point, if in speed is increased, that means processing is increased, then it is justified, the performance is also improved, and that is accurate. Okay, so we know that performance improvement is the study of algorithm. Therefore we give as a language express and performance of function of size is good. Okay, so so in the next we have to discuss what is algorithm. Okay, this is main topic to start with the this subject. What is algorithm? That means we have to discuss what is algorithm. Algorithm is a set of instruction. As we know, in we have to study about algorithm, set of instruction which is using uh, uh, which is using good programming. Okay, so we have to say if if you have find a problem. Okay, if you can find a, then you ask for the solve this problem, you have write instruction. That means if I tell you to cook something, okay, then what to do? You have to you have to prepare all things step by step, and then you will cook. The same is here. If write a program for a problem, we have right set of instruction to write a good program. Then problem you go for algorithm, and algorithm is goes for one step is as a pseudocode, and is goes and the your program is run on the computer by finding some input, given some output. And another definition is here algorithm. About the algorithm, that we will say as well defined finite step by step procedure independent of programming language to require result. Okay, this is algorithm. And we have also say an algorithm is a set of rules for carrying out calculation either by hand or by the machine, you have to say. And you also say an algorithm is a sequence of the computational step that transfer the input into output. That means if you have to given some input your algorithm, then you will find the output using the some instructions. Okay, and we have also about to say an algorithm is a sequence of operation performed on data that have to be organized in a data structure. Okay, and One definition is also implemented here. An algorithm is a abstract of the program to be executed in a physical machine. And some other definitions are there, like a finite set of instruction that specify a sequence of operation to be carried out in order to solve some specific problem or class of problem is called also a algorithm. That means we have to define algorithm as many types, okay, and many others discussion about the algorithm, okay. So these are the some definition about the algorithm. So we will discuss some property of algorithm. That means first property says first property, you have to say these are the characteristic, that means the minimum 5 characteristic of the algorithm we will discuss here. First is input, that means we have to say if we want to find some solution, then we will put some input, just like zero or more values or words, etc. You have to put in your machine and find the output. And that means if you have given some input your machine or your instructions, then at least one output is compulsory to get you, okay. Otherwise the machine is have some fault. These are 2 points about the, or you have to say, characteristic of the algorithm. This is input and next one is output. And the third property or third characteristic, that is fitness. So what is fitness? That means you have to say each operation must be defined. It is clearly defined, meaning that it must be perfectly clear what should be done, okay. That means you have to say, if you have to say sum by 0, that is defined. No, this is not clearly defined. If you have to say the your is definiteness, that means you have to say all the instructions meaning is perfectly clear, that what should be done by here, by your machine. Instruction precious and unambiguous, that means you have to something which is defined clearly, okay. And the fourth characteristic of the algorithm is about the fitness. Somebody had to told me what about the fitness of your algorithm. So we have to say requires that each operation to be effective. That means your operations, matlab set of operations, if they are effective, that means each step must be such that it can be done by the person using the pencil or paper and or finite amount of time. That means if your system is fit, then a finite amount of time you will get some output. That is called the fitness of this algorithm. That means we have to say if you have to given just example, you think you have a printer, okay. You have a printer and you have given a command for 5 days to print your notes or your some document. Then after finding the command, the printer doesn't stop there, okay. That is he will not stop. That means he will not terminate after 5 pages you will get. Then what to do? That means this is the failure. That means we have to say this machine is unfit. That means same thing, your program, your algorithm should terminate after finite step or finite finite time. Okay, this is the finite of the algorithm. And last characteristic, this is feasibility. Okay, you know very well what is the feasibility. Okay, so feasibility should be feasible. That means you have also said that characteristic of the algorithm is that terminate after finite number of operation. A related consideration, that is time of termination, should be reasonable short. Okay, that means of the your algorithm is as the reasonable time. So we will take a example about the algorithm. Because of that, we have to discuss more and more points of the there. So I will tell you some discuss example. So one example, real life example. If I you to try the represent the scenario of man brushing his teeth. Okay, then write a algorithm. So what you think? I hope you think first step, we will take your brush. Okay, first you have take your brush, and then you second step, put the put the paste your brush. Okay, this is second step. And third step is brushing your teeth. Okay, uh, uh, and next step you will say the cleaning of your teeth. And after cleaning you have teeth, the next step you have to wash your teeth and brush. Okay, and you will get stop your procedure. Then this is a algorithm to brushing your teeth. Okay, then same example is here. The problem, design an algorithm to add two number and display the result. Then before seeing this topic, you have to think about, if I will say you will add two numbers, then what you think? First you will think, if you are write a program or some write a scenario, then what will think? That means, sir, please give me the two numbers. Then I have to add, and after adding two number, reflect to your answer. Okay, so same steps are follow here. You will see here. First step we have to start, and second, because of that, we are writing here algorithm. That means we have writing here some instructions, step by step procedure. Then second step says that declare three integers. That means if you are adding uh, adding some number, that means you have to take a integer. Okay, so here three integers are declared. That means a, b and c. Because of that, two numbers are in two integers, and after finding the result, it is integer adding one integer adding it to a second, and finding the answer as a integer. So third integer is used for the result. So third step, defining the value. We will get the value, two integers a and b, and we will add both number a and b. And next step is output. Okay, store the output in third integer variable. Okay, this is okay. And print the c. That means the integer variable in store in c, so we will print the c. Okay, so this type of technique to be write, and some technical writing. That means we will start a algorithm to write. That means I will say you, we will write start. Okay, start add. Okay, and we if we have write a smart algorithm, then we also declare some variable here. We will discuss after through 3-4 slides how to write a good algorithm. So then we will understand here Okay, so in the next topic, in the next slide, we will discuss some characteristics of an algorithms. Okay, so some characteristic of algorithm we will discuss here uh, after property. So we will discuss, I hope we will discuss in previous slide, so this is a repeating slide, so sorry for that. Okay, and we will discuss you with the correct one topic in thing. I hope this is called pseudocode. What is the pseudocode? Okay, I will tell you. We have to say between the between algorithm and program, we will write some description of an algorithm, that is called pseudocode. Okay, simple thing. Pseudocode is a description of algorithm that is more structured than usual prose, but less formal than the programming. That means we have to say uh, uh, pseudo is nearer to the your programming language. Okay, and uh, for example, we have to see here, finding a maximum element of an array, then write an algorithm that is represented as a pseudocode. Then we have to take we will find the maximum number, then we will take a array that is called a, and n is the number of element in a array. Then input is right here, and a is storing number of n integers, I will give you, and output find the maximum element from the your given array. Okay, and some first we have to set the first variable as a largest value, and we will set first value as a largest, then compare other value with this. If finding larger, then replace this value. Okay, so we have start a for loop. For loop using for loop is start with 1 to n minus 1, that is total number of elements minus 1 we will start from, because of array is by default start with 0th index number. So we for goes for 1 to n minus 1 step. So if largest if large less than a of I, that means if we will set a first value is larger, then compare with the next value. If it is lesser value, then larger is replaced by next value, otherwise the result is reflected as a larger. This is the procedure to write a pseudocode, or sometime we have to write our algorithm is like a pseudocode. Just I have to say it is okay. And okay, so we have to discuss about another thing, analysis of algorithm. So that we will discuss issues related to algorithm. So what type of issues? That means how to design. That is first issue in our mind. If I have to say, you have to write an algorithm for this problem. What you think? I hope you think that oh, how to start this algorithm, that means how to design this algorithm. That means first issue, how to design our algorithm of the given problem. And after that, if you decide how to design your algorithm, then in your mind next question is that how to express our algorithm. Because of that, sometime we have to write an algorithm, and we have to check many type of expression are given in algorithm. So person to person sometime differ the expression of algorithm. Okay, so second point is how to express your algorithm. And after that you design you have think about the design, you have think about the expression of algorithm, then you have to think about the correctness. That means correctness of your algorithm. That means third issue is that providing correctness. Okay, and after finding the correctness, you have to go for efficiency. That means how to efficient and how to complex of my algorithm and all things. That means next point is efficiency of algorithm. That means we have to analyze your algorithm is theoretically and as empirically analysis and experimentally analysis. These are issues according to our algorithm. And one issue is also where we will discuss optimal. That what about your solution, this is optimal or not. That means first, we will think optimistic of your algorithm. So these are the points according to according to write your algorithm. These are some related issues. So we have to discuss some problem solving techniques before the algorithm. Because of that, we know that algorithm is also set of instruction. That means solving the problem, how to solve the problem step by step. This is the procedure. So we have to discuss about the problem solving. Okay. Okay, so first of thing, we understand and review the specification. We if never understand about your problem, then if we are understand about your our problem, then we never write a algorithm or programs. So first of all, that understand the problem. Second, after understanding the our problem, we have to plan the logic. Before the implement of logic, we have to plan the logic. Third point is some informal design. That means we have take number of tasks, subtask, sub in subtask, and all things we have to informally design in our paper, our system, uh, what we you want. Okay, so we have first informal design, and then we have to create the formal design. That means we have create the formal design for task of the list and in desk check design. Okay, these are things in a formal design. And after that, we have write your an algorithm. Okay, after writing your algorithm, we have we have to convert your algorithm in a flow chart. Okay, after converting in a flow chart, we write the your coding, and after that translate the program into machine language. That means in advanced programming, we are not writing a machine language, we have writing your own language, and using some compiler, they are write your own language in convert in a machine language. Okay, and then test the program after finding the writing the program, then testing the program. If necessary, then we will debug. That means we have to, if it is necessary, that means if any problem, then we will discuss about your problem in a program. That means we have reduced the program, we have the program, we have debug. That means we have removed the problem. Okay, and then documentation and put the program into production, and it is meant necessary to maintain the program at the some time. Okay, so we will writing some steps about the algorithm. Because of that, we have today discuss only about the algorithm, right, efficiency, and all other things, and the basic theoretically discussion here. Okay, we will also discuss as a written algorithms and analysis in next video. Today we will properly discuss, properly logically and theoretically discuss about here. So we will discuss here step for writing an algorithm, how to write a algorithm, as a good algorithm. Okay, so basically two steps are considered. First, we have to say that write a paragraph which tell about the purpose of your algorithm, which definitely define your variables, your and occurrence of the algorithms, and list of variables in all things are we have discussed in the first paragraph. And the second part, it is consist of the list of steps to listing the steps, execute and find the your uh, solution. Okay, the major step to write a algorithm, and we have discussed step by step procedure to write your algorithm. First of all, we have to write first step, identify identifying number. That means each algorithm is assigned at identify the algorithm. That means I have to write here, that means if add algorithm of add, then we will write algo for add. This is this is this is identify your numbers. That means we have to write a okay. Okay, and then after writing this step, we will write the second step, that is called comment line. That means it is important for understanding after you what you write here. Okay, this is comment line. That means each step can contain a comment bracket, and which identify and indicate that the main purpose of this step. That means you have write the main purpose of this line, and we have to line this line in a comment. That means here we have to write an example. This is called this one is step 1, this is initialization. That means we have to comment line. Okay, that is initialization step. So so next I have to declare your variable. That means I have to say that means if we have to take an example like this one, this is weekly add, write a write okay sorry write a variable. That means a, that is a and b and c, these are the variables. Okay, this is the variable declaration. Okay, so after variable declaration, we have to say we use capital, always not write a capital letter, but maximum time we have to write a capital letter and single letter name, just like c and so on, using the subscript. And then fourth step is tell you about the assignment of the statement. Here the assign, most of time a good algorithm is assigned is like this one is, that is called assignment. We have to using implies that. That means if two values are assigned here, that means a plus b, and this is assigned in c. Okay, that means we have to assign the value of a plus b in c. This is assignment. Okay, this is assignment of the statement. And next step, fifth step, tell about the input and output. That means data may be input assigned as a variable by the meaning of read statement. That means if we have to say read to, means user given some value like a b c d or 5 and 6 7 8, write, that means message, and variable give to permission to write or write the your write the your output. Okay, so these steps. And next step, the using some controls like you know simple languages, many controls, and for and others, and maximum are called the controls. That means some sequential control, we have to using some sequential control, and next we have to say that some selection controls, if and others, and multiple alternative, double alternative, these are the controls. Okay, and we have to write a algorithm example like this one is finding the biggest of three numbers. Okay, then how to write algorithm 1 and 2. First algorithm, we will set the variable big equal to a. That means we have to consider a as a big. Then what you think b is greater than big. That means b is greater than a. If this is condition is b is greater than big, then the next big is b. Okay, and if c is greater than big, then c is as a written b. Otherwise like a pseudocode second algorithm, if a is greater than b, first it is considered as a condition, then if a is greater than c, then return the value of a. Okay, else return the c, and after that we have to write else condition and finding the biggest value of the algorithm. Okay, we have to write this algorithm as a both type. This one is, or this one is. Okay, so I have to show here both of type writing the algorithm. And next we have discussed about the what is the difference between the algorithm and program. Okay, so what is the difference between the algorithm and program? So what is the algorithm? We know that systematic logical approach which is well defined, step by step procedure that is allow to computers solve a problem, that is called algorithm. And what is the program? Program is exact a code. Okay, and we have to implement this and finding the result. So we have to say it is exact written for a problem, following all the rules of the programming language, and finding a our uh, finding our solution. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the algorithm and problem. So next we will discuss about the algorithm design method. Okay, what type of method you will study in this subject is this DA, designing analysis and algorithm. You have to algorithm and analysis of algorithm design and analysis. Okay, so we have to basically these type of methods we have discussed: divide and conquer, and bound, backtracking method, dynamic programming method, approach, brute force, branch and bound. Oh, this is repeated here. So these type of some methods are discussed. In next video we have to discuss these topics